Hi students, welcome to Alphos e-learning chemistry classes for first year. The running chapter is stoichiometry and now we are in session number 4. In previous session we discussed about the atomic weight, which is expressed as relative mass with reference to AMU, atomic mass unit. That AMU is derived from 1/12th part of carbon 12 isotope and it is equal to 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 24 grams. This is AMU, and with reference to this AMU we measure the atomic weights and the number of times one atom of the given element is heavier than this AMU is its atomic weight in AMU. But when we considered the measurable units of the atom, it is considered as gram atomic weight. That means the atomic weight expressed in AMU is now converted into, or it is expressed in grams. Then it is known as gram atomic weight. And thereafter, once we start to express this atomic weight instead of AMU into grams, then we try to get the number of atoms that present in 1 gram atomic weight. There we find for all the elements in 1 gram atomic weight of any element is possessing the same number of atoms, that is nothing but equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms. It is nothing but the value which we are having as 1 by 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 24, and from this we are getting this number. We know already, we discussed about this. Clear? And now the same AMU, which is measured as the basic unit to measure atomic weight. Atomic weight is nothing but, if you recall or recollect, it is nothing but stoichiometric amount. Stoichiometric amount is nothing but the amounts of any element or molecule or atom that involved in reaction in a stoichiometric equation. Clear? And now the other, that is atomic weight, is one expression for stoichiometric amounts. Stoichiometric amount, and this atomic weight, which is one stoichiometric amount, is a relative mass, and it is related to, or it is in terms of AMU we express. And as the AMU mass is very low, which is not measurable, just for convenience sake we are considering that atomic weight, actually atomic weight in AMU. We started to express this atomic weight in grams. When it is expressed in grams, then it is known as gram atomic weight, GAW. We discussed about this. Once it is gram atomic weight, that is atomic weight in grams, how many atoms, if we calculate, it appears as 1 by 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 24, which is equal to this. And this number already we discussed, and you know it is a familiar number known as Avogadro number. It is Avogadro's number. Clear? And now, and let us continue this topic. One more stoichiometric amount, one more expression for stoichiometric amount is molecular weight. Molecular weight is one more stoichiometric amount expression. And now this molecular weight, how to measure? One method we know already, because in previous sessions we discussed about how to measure these molecular weights. One, say for example, if it is given as H2O. Now, as we are aware of the atomic weight of hydrogen and oxygen, we can say that hydrogen atomic weight 1.008 into how many atoms present in this molecule? 2 plus oxygen atomic weight 16. How many atoms present? 1. So totally it is around 1.008 is nothing but taken as 1. So 1 into 2 plus 16 into 1 16, that is nothing but 18. It is the molecular weight of water. In this manner we can calculate. It is one method, and now in coming days also we are going to measure in this manner. But by definition, as a relative mass with respect to AMU, Already I told you, AMU, it can be used to measure the atomic weight. It can also be used to measure the molecular weights, as similar to that of 1 kg stone. It can be used to measure the sugar, or it can be used to measure the mass of the rice, to measure the masses of the vegetables. All these, in a similar manner, the same AMU can be used for the molecular weights also. Clear? And now, when it is coming to molecular weight, one method is nothing but the sum of atomic weights of all the atoms present in that. Or otherwise, if it is considered as a relative mass with respect to AMU, here let us consider the number of times molecular weight. It is the number of times of one molecule of the given element or substance or compound. You can consider any of these. The number of times one molecule of the given element or substance is heavier than 1/12 part of carbon 12 isotope is known as its molecular weight. Again I am repeating, just it is nothing but when one atom is considered, the number of times one atom of the given elements heavier than the 1/12 part of carbon 12 isotope is its atomic weight expressed in AMU. Here instead of atom we are considering molecule. That is the only difference. So when molecular weight, one molecule of the number of times of one molecule of the given element, if it is element or any compound or substance that is heavier than 1/12 part of carbon 12 isotope is known as molecular weight. And already we know that this 1/12 part of carbon 12, it is nothing but AMU. So here also molecular weight is also expressed in AMU. Let us consider, say for example, hydrogen. Hydrogen, one molecule. Here we are considering one molecule. One molecule hydrogen, when compared to this 1/12 part of carbon 12 isotope, it is 2.016 times heavier than this one. That's why its hydrogen molecular weight is 2.016 AMU. And similarly, in case if it is oxygen, oxygen molecular weight is, its molecule is 32 times heavier than this 1/12 part of carbon 12 isotope, and hence oxygen molecular weight is 32 AMU. And similar to that, nitrogen. Nitrogen is molecule is 28 times heavier than 1/12 part of carbon 12, and hence its molecular weight is 28 AMU. Similarly, chlorine molecular weight is 71 AMU. Similarly, CO2 molecular weight is 44 AMU, and H2O molecular weight is 18 AMU. Just what we are considering is one molecule of these elements or the compounds is compared with 1/12 part of carbon 12 isotope, and these are nothing but the numbers are nothing but the respective number of times that the molecule is heavier than this 1/12 part of carbon 12 isotope. Clear? And that's why it is this molecular weight, and this 1/12 part of carbon 12 is AMU. That's why we are considering them as AMU. Clear? But we know one AMU is equal to this grams, is it not? So now similar to atom, here also we are trying to find the one molecule weight in grams. Our intention is to measure instead of AMU, in case if it is measured in our regular used grams, then what will be the molecular weight? Then one molecule weight will be 2.016 into 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 24 grams. This is the one molecule H2 weight in grams. I think now you can write for this remaining. In case if it is oxygen, simply it is 32 into 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 24 grams, and so on. It is for CO2, it is 44 into 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 24 grams, and it here also 18 into 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 24 grams. Like that, for all these, the molecular weight in AMU into 1.67 in 10 to the power of minus 24. That will give one molecule weight. You remember, it is one molecule weight. But when these are the grams, you observe whatever the quantity, it is 28 into 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 24, or it is 71 into 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 24. Whatever this number may be, when it is multiplied with this very minute 10 to the power of minus 24, very minute, and already we know that there is no device to measure such minute mass. Then how to measure the atomic weight, molecular weights of these elements or substances? For that purpose, for convenience sake, similar to that of gram atomic weights, which are expressed in grams, that is nothing but the atomic weight. For convenient purpose, we express it in grams, then thereafter we consider it as gram atomic weight. In a similar manner, here also, when the molecular weights are expressed in AMU, their masses are not measurable practically or experimentally. In such a case, we are converting this into a convenient units, that is nothing but into grams. Actually, molecular weight is in AMU, but now we start to express them in grams. Then once we start to express the molecular weight in grams instead of AMU, it is known as gram molecular weight. Simply we can say GMW, gram molecular weight. Just if you recall your previous sessions discussion, there we are considering atoms in atomic weight expressed in grams, gram atomic weight. Now in this session we are considering molecules. So molecular weight expressed in grams is gram molecular weight. Clear? And now once we express this molecular weight into grams, which is considered as gram molecular weight, the result is that the gram molecular weight of any element or substance is not having only one molecule. Again I am repeating, once for convenient purpose we are expressing the molecular weight in grams. Clear? So say for example oxygen molecular weight is generally expressed as 32 AMU, but AMU measurement is not possible, and hence what we are doing, that oxygen molecular weight is expressed in grams. That means instead of 32 AMU, we are now considering as 32 grams. That when it is expressed in grams, we are considering it as gram molecular weight of oxygen. Clear? 32 AMU is one oxygen molecule weight. Again I am repeating, 32 AMU is one oxygen molecule weight, but 32 grams oxygen is not equal to one oxygen molecule. Are you clear? Let me write on board. When all these are expressed in AMU, which are now expressed in grams, when it is in AMU, just you observe, when it is AMU, all these are one molecule weights. Clear? And now this is expressed, for convenience sake we are considering expressed in grams. Then what will be hydrogen gram molecular weight? Then hydrogen gram molecular weight is 2.016 grams. Similarly, oxygen molecular weight is 32 AMU, but oxygen gram molecular weight is 32 grams. Similarly, nitrogen molecular weight 28 AMU, but nitrogen gram molecular weight is 28 grams. Chlorine molecular weight 71 AMU, but chlorine gram molecular weight is 71 grams. Similarly, for CO2, gram molecular weight is 44 grams. And for water, H2O, gram molecular weight is 18 grams. Dear students, here you observe just what we are doing is, this is one molecule weight, and the number of times this one molecule is heavier than carbon 12 isotope 1/12th part. That is, this is exactly the absolute mass of each molecule of these respective elements. Clear? But this AMU, which is of having very minute value 1.67 in 10 to the power of minus 24 grams, it is not possible to measure one molecule weight for any of these elements. Then what we are doing? Just we are converting this molecular weight into gram molecular weight. Gram molecular weight. What is gram molecular weight? Just the same quantity. Number value is same. But instead of AMU, we are expressing in grams. Just you observe. Here it is AMU, but here it is gram. AMU, grams. Like that, AMU is now expressed in grams. Clear? What is the purpose of converting into grams? Just it is nothing but for our convenience sake, only to measure them. That means to consider the measurable amount of the element or substance. Clear? And now, when it is coming to this is not one molecule weight. One molecule weight is not this. One molecule weight is this one. It is nothing but 2.016 into 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 24 grams is one molecule of hydrogen weight. But 2.016 grams is not one molecule of hydrogen. Now the question is, in case if it is not one molecule, how many molecules are present in this gram molecular weight of these respective elements or substances? It is simple calculation. It is nothing but similar to that of previous session. When gram atomic weight, how many atoms are present in that 1 gram atomic weight of the element, what we measure. In a similar manner, we have to measure this. There we are considering gram atomic weight and thereby for atoms. Here we are measuring gram molecular weight and we are measuring for molecules. Let us start with that one. Okay, try to solve. In case if you are aware of that fact from gram atomic weights, now you can solve on your own. At least a few of you may try to get it. Now let me write one by one all these elements. For hydrogen, one molecule, just you observe, one molecule weight in grams is 2.016 into 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 24 grams. This is one molecule weight. Now, in case if this much of grams is equal to one molecule, now we are having 2.016 grams of hydrogen possess how many H2 molecules? Is it not? And now how to consider it? One molecule weight is this much. So 1 by 2.016 into 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 24 into the weight, given weight is 2.016. Again we cancelled. What we are getting is 1 by 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 24. And this is equal to, already we know this value. What is that value? Simply it is 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23, which is nothing but again Avogadro's number. And now let us go for this. In a similar manner for oxygen. For oxygen it is one oxygen molecule weight is 32 into 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 24 grams. So in 32 grams how many oxygen molecules present? So number of O2 molecules in 32 grams is equal to 1 by 32 into 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 24 into 32. Again we are getting the same value, 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. And for CO2, let us go for number of CO2 molecules. Number of CO2 molecules in 44 grams. What is 44? It is nothing but gram molecular weight of CO2. Here what is 32? It is nothing but gram molecular weight of O2. Is it not? And now how to get it? It is 1 by 44 into 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 24 into 44. Again we are getting the same number. So like that, similar to that of in previous session we learned that 1 gram atomic weight of any element possesses Avogadro number of atoms. In the same manner here also 1 gram molecular weight of any element or substance possesses Avogadro number of molecules. You can observe for any substance, for any compound, for any element, when you are considering gram molecular weight, when you are measuring the number of molecules present in that gram molecular weight, simply you can observe the same number. Clear? So altogether in a simple manner we can define gram molecular weight in two different manner. One is molecular weight which is expressed in AMU. Now when expressed in grams is known as gram molecular weight, or otherwise we can consider the weight of Avogadro number of molecules. Again I am repeating, the weight of Avogadro number of molecules of that particular element or substance in grams is gram molecular weight. The weight of Avogadro number of molecules of that element or substance is known as the gram molecular weight. Clear? It is very simple, and if you are thorough with the atomic weight and gram atomic weight, all these consequences, all the concepts are same, but the only difference is there we are comparing or we are using the atom, we are measuring the atom and relative mass. Simply here what we are measuring is the molecule. Instead of atom we are measuring in for molecule. That is the only difference. Clear? And now with all these, now let us write a comparative study for making you to understand, because my intention is when you are thorough with the basics then you will be speed in solving the numericals. That's why I am repeatedly saying the same statements, and because when you are thorough with this you can easily convert atoms into grams or grams into atoms or molecules like that. Clear? And let us consider oxygen. Oxygen element. Oxygen atomic weight is 16 AMU. Oxygen gram atomic weight is 16 grams. Clear? Similarly, hydrogen atomic weight is 1.008 AMU. Hydrogen gram atomic weight is 1.008 grams. And then nitrogen atomic weight it is 14 AMU. Nitrogen gram atomic weight is 14 grams. Chlorine atomic weight is 35.5 AMU, and chlorine gram atomic weight is 35.5 grams. Are you clear? And now, with all this knowledge, can you guess what is the common feature of in all these gram atomic weights of different elements? Can you guess it? Just we are making the atomic weights to express in grams. After getting this conversion of AMU into grams, all these elemental gram atomic weight of each element is of considering some sort of similarity. Can you guess it? Just it is nothing but all these are whatever the values it is. Here it is 16 grams, it is 1.008 grams, it is 14 grams, it is 35.5 grams. Irrespective of the weights, all these are having the same number of atoms in respective gram atomic weights of element. That means 16 grams oxygen has got a number of atoms. 1.008 grams of hydrogen has got a number of hydrogen atoms. 14 grams of nitrogen has got a number of nitrogen atoms. 35.5 grams of chlorine has got a number of chlorine atoms. So in these, simply for your understanding, let me make here dozen. We are considering dozen. Eggs, apples, and then it is bananas. For your easy understanding, to make you to understand the concept, eggs, apples, banana. 1 dozen we are considering this. Can you guess how many they are? Dozen eggs means 12 eggs. Dozen apples means 12 apples. Dozen bananas means 12 bananas. So the number is same. Similar to this, all these are having the same number, that is nothing but 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23. That number of atoms present in this. And now let us consider, is it possible for dozen eggs weight? Is it possible for all these 1 dozen egg weight is equal to dozen apple weight? Is it possible? No. And 1 dozen apple weight, is it equal to 1 dozen bananas? No. Their weights are different. They are not equal. These are not equal. But the number is same. Similarly, these elements, their gram atomic weights are different. Their weights different. But the number of atoms present is same. Clear? This number is nothing but Avogadro number. Now, as a consequence, already we completed molecules also. Let us continue the same concept for molecules. Here, for the same, in case if it is O2, molecular weight is 32 AMU. And O2 gram molecular weight is 32 grams. And H2 molecular weight is 2.016 AMU. And H2 gram molecular weight is 2.016 grams. And now Cl2 molecular weight is 71 AMU. But Cl2 gram molecular weight is 71 grams. And again my question, and it is CO2 molecular weight is 44 AMU. And CO2 gram molecular weight is 44 grams. And here again my question is same. Can you guess what is similarity among these? Now you are in a position to answer in a simple manner. Simply, all these are gram molecular weights. So the common feature among these all different compounds is nothing but they possess same number of molecules in respective gram molecular weights of the compounds or substances or elements. That is equal to 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23. Just gram atomic weight, Avogadro number of atoms. Gram molecular weight, Avogadro number of molecules. That Avogadro number is fixed. So now we are having the idea about that. If we are aware of this molecular weight, that molecular weight, how many molecules present, just you can consider gram molecular weight is Avogadro number, and thereby the gram oxygen 32 grams. 32 is the gram molecular weight. So 32 grams of oxygen possesses Avogadro number of molecules. If they ask in 8 grams of oxygen how many molecules present, simply you can say when 32 grams has Avogadro number, 8 grams has 1 by 4 Avogadro number. Is it not? Like that you can answer such type of questions when you are in speed, because these are the basic level questions actually. All these are nothing but the bricks. We are constructing a vast or biggest building, nothing but NEET exam, our dream exam. For that purpose we are framing the wall, or we are constructing the wall one by one with the bricks. Clear? These are the bricks. We have to connect them with the concepts. If you are thorough with this, then you may not face any hurdle when you are solving the higher level or higher level numericals. Clear? That's why with all this one, in the next session we are going to solve some numericals related to these relations. That is nothing but gram atomic weight, how it is related to Avogadro number by different weights or different number of molecules, what will be the weight. Similarly molecular weights and Avogadro number. Clear?